Jadon, could you kind of walk us through the process of how you came to Arkansas? I know you had the connection with Coach Smith. How did that all come about?
I do have that connection with Coach Smith. He was my high school head coach, and I just felt like it just really made sense for me to just come here. Of course, I know Coach Pitt too because I was committed to University of Georgia my freshman year, sophomore year, all the way to junior year in high school. So it was just all kind of connected that way.
When you went in the portal, was Arkansas like kind of at the top of your list, or did Coach Smith reach out to you, or how did that go down?
I actually reached out to him first because, he was kind of like a role model in my life in high school. He kind of grew me up and made me kind of who I am today. So I just came to him for advice, and he didn't even really put that pressure on me to even look towards any other school, and then I just figured it out and came here.
Tom Murphy with the Arkansas Democrat Gazette. So we saw you at tackle. I mean, is this an experimental thing, or are you going to do both? How's that going to go?
I guess we'll see. Coach Kennedy's been moving us all around. A lot of guys have played a lot of different positions. I think in the spring it's pretty fun trying out new things, like going from tackle to guard, and you've seen that with some other guys, so I guess we'll see.
We saw you drive your shoulder into the ground, whatever, before break. How you feeling? And we've seen you make some really good catches. And how you feel like you're meshing with the team?
Yeah, everything just kind of going smoothly for me. I'm still learning. With the bum shoulder, I'm still pushing hard every day, trying to practice and give everything I got. So hopefully after spring ball, I just have time to kind of get it together. But right now I'm just fighting.
Hog Sports, 24/7 Sports. I was just curious, from your time, I guess, being re-recruited to Arkansas and Fayetteville, is it what you thought it was going to be from people, facilities, the town, all that kind of stuff?
I just really think it's just the SEC. I mean, I feel like every school in the SEC it's just kind of like Southern hospitality, if that makes sense. Everything is more family-oriented, and especially here, just because I know some of these people before I even sign here or whatever, and yeah.
Brady, I was looking on 24/7, you were 1,061 recruit nationally, I believe. 23 starts later, I think. Now, what do you wear that on your shoulder at all? Do you let that kind of stuff motivate you?
Yes, sir. I think it definitely kind of puts a chip on my shoulder. I actually love that. Like, a lot of guys on our team were under-recruited guys and make a huge difference and make plays every Saturday. So I think I just let it fuel me, and so it's fun going out there playing with a chip on your shoulder for that reason.
Jadon, you were number 4 nationally, by the way.
Hogsville. Hey, you had quite a few quarterbacks at OU, various quarterbacks. How comfortable are you with KJ out here? I mean, I saw him. I think it was like a 50-yarder he hooked up with you today for a touchdown. Let's talk about KJ and how he's doing.
Yeah, KJ, he got a great touch pass. I can't really compare those quarterbacks. They all different style. Different conferences. So you really can't compare those. But I'd say I play with some great talent, and I'm excited for what's in store for me and KJ.
There was a really good receiver here before you got here in Traylon Burks. I mean, did you see what he did and maybe think hey, he's probably gone in the NFL. That could be a role I help fill?
Yeah, that was part of the reason why I came here. Of course, Traylon Burks, he's one of a kind, and I know everybody expect me to fill his shoes, but like I said, he's one of a kind. So I'm just trying to get in where I fit in and make plays with the team.
Brady, Coach said that you've played all 5 positions. So have you played some center, and how comfortable are you at all the other spots, like guard, tackle, and everything?
Yes, sir. They've been moving me around a lot this spring. I've been mainly playing guard and tackle, a little bit of center, and I'm pretty comfortable wherever they want me. So I think that's kind of why they're moving me around a lot, to get me comfortable at those different positions. So it's been fun.
Demetrius Johnson on the Hill Sports Talk. Jadon, can you talk about some of the things you and KJ have been doing on and off the field to kind of build that chemistry together to make those type of plays y'all made today?
I say before spring ball, we throw on our off days, lift, and not even just with KJ. I would threw with Malik and Lucas, but he's gone now. But on those off days, we just come up here in the indoor and just get some routes in or whatever. And even when we had a time where we had like our little coaching stations and stuff like that, we'll throw after that as well. So.
I had a question about a couple other transfers on the team. I don't know how much you've been in team with Cade Fortin, but I was wondering if you could kind of give an assessment on, how he's throwing the ball and how he's looked, and also on the other side of the ball, Latavius Brini, because I know you guys were both working second team for a while there. What are your thoughts on his ability and maybe how he could help the team, and also Cade?
With Brini, he's pretty good. I mean, he got a natty in him, and pretty physical player. And I think he'll get not just me better, but everybody around on the offense. He get everybody better and just bring that energy. And what was the other question?
Cade Fortin also,
Okay.
quarterback.
Yeah, I can't really speak on that too much. I don't really know. I haven't really got any reps with him and stuff like that, so I can't really, express anything.
Yeah. Team together, I thought I'd ask though. What about the other wide receivers like Warren Thompson and Keytron, Bryce, those guys? How have those guys been progressing and also helped you along in the process?
Yeah, I just feel like we all make plays and we just excited for each other and make each other more hungry. I see Warren catch a pass, a bomb, or Keytron. It makes me want to go do the same thing, or vice versa. So everybody's just gonna make each other better.
Hey, Scotty Bordelon with Whole Hog Sports. Brady, what would you say are the developments that you've been making this spring? And secondly, Torian was just in here. He said you guys were pretty tight. What are kind of the matchups with him like?
So yeah, this spring the O-line's really been working on like communication. That's one of our like big keys, and all three groups. And I think you've seen from the first day of spring to now, the communication's gotten a lot better. And obviously, it's really good because, me, Ricky, a lot of us had a lot of reps together, so that helps too. And then it also helps we got great D linemen that we're going against. Like, me and TC go against each other every day. We do pass rush against each other every day, and TC's an awesome lineman. So for me to go against him every day just makes me better.
I think y'all maybe switched today, but Luke Jones has been left tackle most of spring. I'm curious how he's fitting in at that spot, how you feel like he's coming along.
Luke's been playing great. Me and Luke are really good friends, and he's been balling out there and has really had a great spring. So it's been awesome.
We talked about Luke quite a bit, but Tykees Crawford seems like he may be the other kid off the team. We had 4 starters coming back on the O-line. He's really made a move. It seems like he's there at right tackle when Dalton's out. Talk about his progress. I mean,
Yeah, Tykees, he's doing great. He's got so much athletic ability. He can really do anything that the coaches need him to do, and Tykees is also doing great out there.
Jadon, I'm curious what specifically you've seen from Keytron Jackson, just kind of what jumps out to you.
He's a great route runner. He's good at dropping his hips at the top of his routes. He just give me kind of more of a Jerry Jeudy type of route runner, minus the hard sticks and stuff like that. But he's a great route runner. I think he's going to be a great playmaker.
How would you describe your game, and what did you want to get better at in this spring camp?
Well, I would compare myself to maybe DeAndre Hopkins, but I can run routes and stuff like that. I'm trying to work on just getting my speed back, trying to just get more crisp at route running and get comfortable with really more so just the offense, and just try to learn as much as I can.
Brady, we've been seeing a lot of penetration from the D-line. What have you seen from those boys?
We must be watching. Nah, they've been playing great. We've had a lot of fun. So I think both sides of the line are just getting better. And like TC was just in here, he's having an amazing camp. So.
Jadon, I'm curious what the transition coming to a new school, how tough it's been, if tough is the right word, just to pick up the playbook and the terminology and that kind of thing with this offense.
I wouldn't say it's tough. I mean, I look at myself as more so of an older guy, so I kind of know football a little bit. And, I came from a totally different offense, but I feel like this one is more easier to learn, especially with Coach Browse. So, and then everybody knew I was coming here pretty much when I came on my visit. So we talked ball, and I kind of wrote stuff down, and that's how I learn. You know, I write stuff down, and I just remember it.
Jadon, did you talk to Mike Woods about Arkansas and stuff before he came here? I mean, I know he had a good experience here. He left, but he had a good experience before he left. Did you
Yeah,
talk
for
much about
sure.
it?
Mike Woods is one of my closest friends. So when he transferred to OU, we took him in as a brother, and it's always going to remain the same. So, yeah, of course, he was one of the guys I did come to and ask, like, how did he feel? He told me, like, yeah, bro, it'd probably be a great fit for you. And I just went with that.